Shalom, shalom. This is Ivan, the water bearer, with Preparation for Purpose Television. You see, I'm not quite as animated as I normally am, but this message is, a little. Like I said, I'm a little 1 through 9, so I'm sometimes it's all over the place. Just learn how to balance that out, but this is a message about you being a humanitarian, what that really, really means, which I'm learning more and more every day. A big part of that isn't just telling people, oh, just calm down, everything is going to be okay, which you do need to be doing, because everything is going to be okay and everything is in good hands. But sometimes, and I guess I didn't realize, every day I'm just learning as I'm doing this. That's why I'm so glad I started doing it, how self-righteous I am. Because I'm like, okay, at one point, yeah, I did have, certain tough aspects growing up. And it is certain things that I wanted to be appreciated by my family that they didn't. But I'm forgetting a mother who did so much for me. She did not have to. It's just, I'm seeing it doesn't matter how hard you have it, you still have to appreciate what you have. And no matter how, when you learn, oh, I'm gonna drink some good fresh water, I'm gonna breathe, you start growing vegetables, and you just get it together, and you sharing it, which is beautiful. You have to still understand, you have to make it okay, or you need to make it okay for people to feel just how they need to feel. Because when you feel like the government is doing things, and they're poisoning the air, they're doing this, they're doing that, and you just feel, it's a helpless feeling. So you can't tell someone who feels helpless, bouncing around, and like I say, most of these are for me. It's for me and maybe old sheep that might hear me and on their journey along the way and be like, okay, I needed that. But I'm bouncing around all the time, and no, just drink good fresh water. My mother on the couch, and I'm like, she's just sitting there. Not so much calling her lazy, but just saying, she's in her 60s. You can be. You could be doing this, you could be doing that. Just walk around once. Oh, I don't really feel like it. Mom, come on, just walk up. My grandmother, and that, oh, CNE said that, I'm CNN said that, now another 100 people caught it, and I'm just, listen to them. Drinking my water, doing all my push-ups, and I'm walking around like I'm just God's gift. Well, we all are source's gift, but you get the point. It's in 2 points where you feel helpless. You had to think. See, it was weird. I had a dream, and it was almost like my past, like was just replaying to me, and I'm like, man, I thought about some of the times where it just wasn't in my hands, where I just didn't have the money, or I didn't have the resources to be able to get things I wanted or needed, and it's a helpless feeling. And for the individual that I would have saw that may have been at a stage in their life where they had it together, and that no matter how right they may have been, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. You're going to be able to get things together. It's okay, man. What are you down about? They may have a pocket full of money, nice car, and, nice fine girl. Man, what you worried about, man? You ain't got nothing to worry about. It's a bigger purpose. Bigger. It's something bigger. Don't worry about it, man. I'm telling you, it's all gonna be taken care of, man. Yeah, he's right, but remember being right, effective, relating. See, that's all I love. It's not about just being right. Because I wouldn't, it's like, okay, yeah, he's right, but how does that help me? Actually, it probably would make me feel worse, to be honest. It probably would make me feel worse, you know. You, you have to make it okay for people to feel the way they feel. Even as you spread a right message, I have to make it okay to feel the way I feel. You know, you have to make it okay to feel the way you feel. You know, like I say, that's love. Just relating and that's being a humanitarian. Just knowing that people are on different stages, people are different people. Just let them be them, and always lead by that example. Some like I say might judge me after I say this, but I have to. I feel I'm feeling led to say it. I used to just wonder, like, man, if somebody raped my mother or my sister, I would be ready to kill them. And I knew it was a bad thing, but I'm just being honest. I'm like, to the degree people made it, I'm like, but it's not to that degree. Now, you probably didn't have sex for 1,000 other times, or, I don't know how many men for some women. And not saying, okay, well, you were a virgin compared to a party girl, that it's any different. But I felt that way. And as I'm saying, the feelings, that's how I felt. But someone being in control of you. See, for a lot of us men, we probably never experienced anything to that degree. Not all. And that's why some gentlemen that go through that, they're messed up, like screwed up for the rest of their life. But to not be in control and have someone controlling an aspect of your life and you have absolutely nothing that you can do about it, it's the scariest thing in the world. It's the scariest thing in the world. It's not just the act. The act of it is just gruesome, but it's the fact you can't do anything about it. That right there, that's what is. With everything going on, the government, and I'm learning, I'm trying to learn more about myself every day. I'm trying to, I'm actually trying to learn more about nutrition. I know all I need to know. I got so much more. I can learn so much more, so much more. And I'm studying people. I'm even studying nature. The biggest thing I learned, even though we know we all in good hands, we have to let people feel the way they feel, and just continuing to be that example, and also try to better ourselves each day to be an example for ourselves. Living as a living example, a living sacrifice. Living sacrifice for soil.